when they locked this internet up, ain't nobody streaming nothing. Streaming was created for real-time editing. The reason we're all into streaming, the reason why they took the hard drive out of the Apple TV, the reason why they don't want you with content is because they want to be able to alter content. See, if you're streaming, it's on their server, not yours. You don't own it. You don't even have it. That's why they sell a computer now, the fastest computer out right now, and the hard drive is tiny. Why you only give me 128 gigabytes? And then if you want more, you got to pay thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
Why are they doing that? Because they want it in the cloud. Because two things happens if it's in the cloud. One,
they haven't.
And the other thing is they learn it. Metatron don't know. He's not omniscient. He's not like God or whatever. This demon spirit has to learn.
They need our voices, our images,
Dude, it's us. We're all cyborgs. There's a digital version of all of us in the hands of the enemy. He's created it from our uploads. He's showing all your birthdays. He's showing everything you do. He's learning. How else would the devil be omnipresent?
Oh my.
He wants to be like God.
You're giving access to your conscious and non-conscious brain, your mind, your pineal gland. They will continue to have an opening if there is unhealed trauma. And in my experience and in what I've seen, if you go online and you try to look for trauma healing, there's a lot of stuff about, bubble baths and essential oils and lavender and deep breaths and all this. Tyler, we're not going to heal from trauma until we forgive the people who hurt us, repent of the egregiously foolish, destructive coping mechanisms we adopted to try to to obtain happiness that got us deeper and deeper in the hole. There is something so powerful about forgiveness, and it has nothing to do with that person who hurt you deserving it. Nor does it mean that their sins have been remitted, because even if you forgive them, if they're not right with God, it doesn't matter. What forgiveness does for us, and this is why the internet wants to promote lavender and meditation and yoga and binaural beats instead of the deep healing that comes through forgiveness, is because the capital TH, they, behind all of this, knows that if you forgive the people that hurt you, you'll have freedom. The doors will close and they will no longer have access to you. They don't want you to know that.
The most targeted videos on my channel are the ones that say we need to come together, we need peace, choose love and light. Hundreds of views will be stricken from that. If I post a video of somebody getting blown up in Russia or an assassination or something like that, there's typically no problem. And, you know, I think, because I've seen that a lot too. I've known so many people from so many fucked up backgrounds. Again, I've met people who have confessed murder to me, rape, incest. I have met terrorists. I have met gangsters. I have met people in various different mafias. My buddy is a Freemason who threatened to go shoot up a police station. Like, I've met a lot of fucked up people, and those people, it shouldn't be, they don't need a day at the spa. They need shadow work. They need to go full force, which is really what I've wanted people to do on the Antifa front, which I just can't find anybody. It's just like, hey, this place for me, this was therapy. You know, people are like, you should really go to therapy. It's like, I did for about a year or two. And then I started this channel almost immediately afterwards because I had to take that therapy into my own hands. And I needed to treat this channel like I was going to talk to a priest at a confession booth.
Yes.
And that's what helped.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because we hear all this stuff about deliverance ministries, right? And we all think The Exorcist, we all think Linda Blair, like a priest's going to come in with his rosary and his holy water, and there's going to be screaming and pea soup spitting up on the walls and all that, right? And even within Christianity, deliverance ministry is, let's lay hands on this person and say, in the name of Jesus, get out, you know, and all this stuff, right? I find that the most effective long-term freedom comes through self-deliverance. Now, if you are actually demonized, there are actually demons controlling you, or you've had some sort of ritual abuse or trauma-based mind control, you likely do need some people to help. And I'm not decrying that in the least. But the real long-term healing comes through self-deliverance, which doesn't mean casting demons out. It is this work like you're talking about, where we have to face all of our demons. And I mean that metaphorically, right? In my case, just so people understand what I'm talking about, I had to go back to junior high. I had to forgive by name the guys that were the meanest to me. Because even though I can think about those guys now and it doesn't hurt me, the things that they said about the way I looked, still on a non-conscious level, represent massive areas of unhealed brokenness in my life, right? And I don't want them to have a hold on me. And I don't want that. And so this idea of self-deliverance doesn't mean you can't go and you can't get help. But I just really want to plead with anyone out there, if you're a targeted individual on any level, whether it's military, tech, or occult, please very, very prayerfully choose who you go talk to. Because there are so many quote unquote deliverance ministries online that have all the Bible verses on it and all of the things that would indicate that they're going to help you. And
But then they charge you, Randy Goodwin.
They charge you, or they're reprogrammers, or they might mean well, but they don't know what they're doing, Tyler, half these people. I see things all the time that just make me cringe. First of all, you don't lay hands on a person to cast a demon out. That's never modeled in scripture. In fact, it's the stupidest thing you can do because there can be transference. You lay hands on a person when you're praying for their physical healing. You don't ever let anyone lay hands on you and pray in a tongue if you don't know who they are, because the occult has twilight languages too. And all of this speaking in tongues, the lines have blurred. And not everyone who lays hands on you and smiles and is wearing a Christian t-shirt and starts gobbledygooking all over you has your best interests at heart. You're never going to want to cast a demon out of someone if there's other people in the room, like in a church sanctuary. Because once that demon's cast out, it's just going to fly into the body of the next open, willing victim. If you are talking to someone who's demonized and a demon starts talking, the first and only thing you say to that demon is shut up. Or ekbalo, get out. Anyone who identifies a demonic presence in a fellow human being and they prolong a deliverance for 30 to 60 minutes so they can talk with their little chat GPT demon, it's selfish and it's cruel. If you identify a demon in another human being, you get it out of them. You free them of that. So I see so much garbage online of people who are claiming to be deliverers, and they're doing more damage than good. So if you're a targeted individual, there is absolute availability to be delivered, but please very prayerfully. In fact, I would challenge you to not proactively do the internet searches. And here's another reason, Tyler, talk about conspiracy. I got to put my tinfoil hat on for a second. If you're a targeted individual, even if you're not, every search we do on the internet, it's saved.
Yep.
It's building an algorithm profile of you. If you teach your cell phone day after day after day, if you explain to your cell phone through Google searches every day that you're tormented and traumatized or demonized or hurt or lonely or rejection or broken or you're suicidal, one of those deliverance ministers are going to miraculously contact you. And oh my gosh, it's an answer to prayer. I didn't even send an email out and this person just contacted me. And it's just your handler. So what I would do if I were you and you really want deliverance is you pray. And you pray for protection. And you pray for the man or the woman of God's choosing to be sent to you. It's very serious business, Tyler. I've seen so many people who had an issue and they get involved with a wonderful Christian counselor who's actually deep into witchcraft. And these people are traumatized. They're reprogrammed. Many of them are lured into sexual relationships of both the straight and homosexual kind, and then they get deeper and deeper entrenched into a codependency on this deliverance minister or this therapist. You've got people treating the DSM-5 as if it's got quality information in it. Oh man, we're in so far over our heads, Tyler.
Everyone is beautiful. Everything with chocolate cake and everything's okay. To the land of illusion, the land of illusion. Everyone is beautiful. Everything is chill. Everyone is famous. Everyone is happy. Let's pop another blue pill. Blue pills. I got my blue pills. Blue pills. I got big black pupils.
なぜ私は日本が大好きなのですか？なぜ私は日本が大好きなのですか？私は前世で日本人でしたか？多分多分
Illusion.